So, um, I came to the Manhattan market when um, a month before I joined a month before the Manhattan market was being changed. Actually, the New York City market was being changed by a new law that banned asking tenants for the fees, and this happened in last year, 2025. Um, Before that, you could charge the tenant for fees, and from what I've heard, you could earn a good living. But afterwards, in my perspective, the whole industry, the rental market industry, uh, was on the brink of collapse, um, because you have to charge the tenants for money, and this law targeted that. And in the rental space, when you're a tenant side renter, not a landlord rent, when you're a tenant side broker, uh, you could not charge the tenant for the fees, and the landlord will give you, or the management companies will give you, 1 month or half month's rent for your service of having to bring in for bringing in a qualified tenant whose income is 40 times the monthly rent. Um, and there are other certain things. If you don't have that, then you need a guarantor, um, which has 80 times the monthly rent. And on top of that, we would have to charge the tenant for a fee to get them an apartment, which they could get by themselves, but we would just have to be convincing enough for the tenant to give us the money, which would usually be 1 month's rent. Uh, the splits were 50-50 with the company that I was with. 50% of 1 month's rent would go to them, and 50% would go to me. And for the first two deals, my half of the 50% would be split into two, and it would be given to the mentor who was sort of teaching me the ropes of the business, and uh, the rest of the other half of the 50% would come to me. Uh, in sum, I would not recommend this in New York City real estate um, agent life. It's not something that you could just get into, especially the tenant side uh, agent. If you're a tenant's agent, it's very, very difficult. If you are the landlord's agent or landlord's broker, and you have, certain buildings that you're managing for the landlord, and you're renting out the rooms for them, then it's a really good place to get in through that. But that's not always the case, and competition is fierce for jobs that hire people into these teams of where brokers are at the head, and there are team members, real estate agents that are working under that broker, who are sort of helping them lease out uh, buildings. So in summary, I would not recommend anybody to get into this place, especially in Manhattan, unless you are either on the landlord's broker uh, or an agent, or you are somehow getting into this through connections, or you know somebody that's maybe hiring, and you know for certain that you're going to be earning money. Um, and if you're not certain and you're just coming in through as a brand new person, I found out about New York City real estate agent job through Craigslist ad. It's a commission-based job, and that's how I found out about it. But some people were doing really well, some weren't. But I would just, in my opinion, I would rather you join a team and work your way up from there, and do stuff on the sales side rather than on the rental side, because that's where the money is at the end of the day. It's a sales side. um, and yeah, so if you guys have any questions, I'll be happy to answer. Let me know in the comments, what do you guys think? If you want me to clarify something, uh, feel free to comment. Thank you.